Alrighty. Welcome back to Lenz Comic Corner Classic / Non-Classic. This is episode number 2461 and Doubleshot number 2355. This is the last video I'm doing tonight. I do have a couple more comic corners I really want to do, but I'm going to save those for tomorrow. Okay? So, with this particular one, we're starting off with Fantastic Four Epic Collection, volume number 17, All in the Family, which collect issues 296 to 307, the 20th annual, and there's the Fantastic Four versus X-Men miniseries. That one basically deals with some Asgardian. This is other supernatural stuff with that one. Now, mostly put, here's what happened in these issues. In the case of issues 296 300, it's basically about the wedding of Johnny Storm and Alicia Masters. Yes, seriously, that's basically what this storyline is. It's basically building up to that. It's like a build up, and basically it's paid off in the 300th issue. And also, the Thing rejoins with issue number 296. She-Hulk is off the rosters a few issues later. Yeah, because after 300, she's gone for the book. Yeah, I'm not really sure why. And of course, they go to space. There's also a couple characters, Umbra and Jungler, which they're here for a couple issues. Basically, a place called War World. No, it's not. It's Marvel's War World, not DC's War World. Yeah, this is basically, I said, was basically a debut of this thing, and it's only here for one issue. Just 27. By the next issue, the characters die. Yep. It's like, okay, let's have a space venture for a couple issues. And then 299, we lead into we're going to set up the big wedding. And then we have guest appearance by Ed Koch, who was the real-life mayor of New York City. They decided to include him in here because, well, he was the mayor. And 300 happens. This is the wedding of Johnny Storm and Alicia Masters. That lasts for a few years until they reveal, oh yeah, this actually is a scroll. Yep. Yeah, and then basically, then we have right next to the Wizard and the Mad Thinker where they kidnap Franklin Richards. Now, Franklin's had this weird thing where he has his dreaming thing and he has sort of leaving his own body. And then he informs his parents that, that Ben is in trouble, so they go after him. Of course, basically, Sue obviously beats the crap out of the Wizard for basically dare harming her child. Really good, interesting issue. And then 302, this whole thing with Johnny Storm possibly losing his flame. And then pretty much basically where Johnny Storm was absent from this issue, from issue 303. It's more 303 is more like a what if issue. What if the Thing married Alicia Masters instead of Johnny Storm? Yep, and then the whole thing, Quicksilver going mad with Kirsten Ballard. And then 305 basically has it where, at the end, I think it was at 304, where basically the Thing tells Reed, I'm going to take your job. The leader of the Fantastic Four. And Reed's like, okay. Because he knows Reed wants to spend more time with his son. So Crystal joins the roster, obviously. And also they get, and then we lead into annual number 20, which deals the whole thing with Doctor Doom, Fisto. Really fun annual. Basically, I also want to point out something about the writer of these issues. Now, 296 is Jim Shooter and Jim Lee. Artwork by Barry Windsor-Smith, Kerry Grimmel, Ron Fritz, Al Milgrom, John Bushma, Jared Way, and Mark Silvestri. And then back to Roger Stern for 297 with John Bushman in the artwork. And it's like this for a little while until they reach issue 300. And at 300, basically, it's Roger Stern with Tom DeFalco on the writing. Yep. And it's like this for a little while. And then Roy Thomas comes back in for 303. Nice to see him back. Then 304, basically, Steve Eichelhart takes over basically here. Yep. So, Quicksilver, Crystal joined the team. Let's start with the humans, basically get sorted out with that. And she gets sort of this special potion that she has to take because apparently the humans, their physiology is because apparently pollution in the 80s that caused them to be toxic to them. So they take a potion to basically be in Earth's atmosphere. Basically, a potion lasts for a week. And she thinks it's once a week. And apparently that Luna can be here too, kind of, but not exactly the same thing. Diablo returns. And also, Miss Marvel joins the team. No, not Carol Danvers. Oh no, this is the second official Miss Marvel. You think, wait, not Kamala Khan? No, this is Shara Val, who became She-Thing. Yep, she became She-Thing. Yep, she joins the team after she beats the living crap out of Diablo. Sends him to the hospital. He comes back, and then basically he gets written off here. And then by 307, basically Reed and Sue leave, and they're gone for a little while. Basically, they're reducing the book, basically, to like... Now, if you're curious, how long do they stay gone for? They're basically gone for about 2 years. Yeah, they don't return again to the book until 326. That's when they rejoin the team, and of course, Crystal probably already left the group by that point. But yeah, really good stuff here. Echohart takes over the book basically with issue number, I think like 306, right? Yeah, 306 after Roger Stern leaves. Yep. So Eckhart's here for a little while. And if you're really curious, how long is Steve Eckhardt on the book for? Since basically, I have read the stuff that comes afterwards. How long is he on the book for? He is on the book until 333. So about 2 years. And who takes over for him? Walt Simonson, of course. Yep, Walt Simonson takes over the book. And if you're really curious, how long is he on the book for? Well, he's in the book also for 2 years. He comes book with 334 and doesn't officially leave until 554, skipping only 2 issues. He skips 341 and 354. Yep. So yeah, it seems like whoever succeeds, basically, like, Roger's starting to here for like 2 years and then they leave. Yeah, and pretty much basically where the book itself is taken over by Tom DeFalco. And he's in the book for pretty much the rest of the run. Well, he's there for the first couple of issues. He comes back for 356 until the final issue of the book before it got relaunched. He came back for 645. But briefly, it's taken over by Paul Ryan, who was sadly no longer alive. Passed away in 2016. But yeah, he took over after Steve Eckhardt, basically, after he briefly made a return to the book. He's only in the book from 356 to 314. So, there's only about a few more writers left to go for the book. Yep, only a few more. And with that, basically, when it comes to Fantastic Four, I'm kind of in a way out of the 1980s. Let me think here. The very next time we talk about this book will be 392. 93, excuse me. Yep, that'll officially be the next time I talk about this book. Which that is, I think, in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that issue is in 1994. So yeah, basically, with, like I said, with this, I'm out of the 80s. Which is great. Yep, so next Epic Collection, basically, we're discussing the end of the era for the book. Yep. Next up we have is basically from Split Decisions, issues 60 to 65. A 6-part storyline, which I thought was really good. Yes, for somebody like Bruce Jones. Now, usually his book has been okay under him, but damn. I never thought this book was so good. We have Doc Samson here. We have basically, Abomination's ex-wife in this storyline. I read this and I'm like, wow, this book is good. Like, what the heck was this? That's the thing. Where the heck was this when this run started? Because the book has been just okay at best. And then you get this, it's sort of like, wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, Nydia, who is Abomination's ex-wife, she's actually been a supporting character in the book for a little while. She is not around much longer after this. No, she isn't. She's around here for a little bit longer than she gets killed off here, sadly. We'll talk about it later. Yeah, and there's also this woman calling himself Mr. Blue. Well, yeah, there's also Mr. Blue here, which when Hulk sees her, it's like, Betty? Yeah, he thinks this is Betty. It's weird because basically this period of time, Betty Ross is supposed to be dead. Yes. And it may be just a pose that she probably took to appear as her. Yes. It's weird that we had to feature her even though she died. Yeah. Yeah, and pretty much basically we're still dealing with the we're still dealing with a group known as Home Base. Yeah, and I think basically at this point, by the way, this is the end of them. Yep, at the end of the story, they're done. The character is also named Sandra Vertigo. She's been in the book for quite a while. Yeah, this actually is her final death in the book. Yeah, she's been this woman who, do you think they kill her? Then she comes back. She's dead like 3 times in the book, and this is the end of her. So yeah, pretty much with this storyline here, they're kind of in the way done. There's also in the way a debut of a clone of Bruce Banner, who is only here for a few issues. Yep, but he'll take part in the next storyline. Don't worry about that. Yeah. And of course, the leader is part of the group. Yes, the leader. Yes, apparently Samuel Stearns was responsible for Secret Conspiracy. Yep. Yes, he was. And like I said, this pretty much wraps up this era. This wraps the whole thing with them in this book. Yes. Yeah, for some reason, it's like, okay, let's make Samuel Stearns a recurring villain in this book. He does come back in this volume for a couple more issues, and then he doesn't really appear very much after this. Not really, no. But I found the story really good. So, good amount of excitement here. Doc Samson is in the storyline. I love the fact Doc Samson's here, and I like the fact he gets stuff to do, but it seems like Bruce Jones only cares about basically, if all the classic Hulk supporting characters, it's like the only one he cares to put in the book is Doc Samson. But sadly put, he is not in the book much longer after this. Nope. He's only here for about a handful of issues. And then it's like, okay, let's move everything over to She-Hulk for some reason. I don't know why. But excellent story for what it is. Yep. I give this book a 9 out of 10. Excellent. Now, in the case of stuff left to go for Hulk, like, how much is more left to go for him? Well, in the case of Volume 2, there is pretty much about 4 left. Yep, 4 left. There is Dead Like Me, Big Things, Tempted Stew. Actually, when I talk about this one, it's an interesting fun fact with this one. And House of Incredible Hulk. And that's it. Yep, that's it. Yep, so yeah, that's it particular view. That's it. I guess it's getting kind of late, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay, bye.